What's going on, everybody? My name is Liaison, bringing you something a little bit different today. Usually, I'll be doing some live casting when I'm out and about in the esports scene, but today we're looking at a replay. We're looking at a game between HTO's Mario and Snykes. Snykes is the red Protoss spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, and Mario, well, he's the blue Terran in the top left. He's a player very well known, becoming increasingly well known, I guess I should say, for his mech play. I mean, of course, Goody is probably the most popular meching player on the planet. But I'm telling you, man, Mario, he's going to be a name that you're going to recognize after a little while if you're watching some tournaments, particularly in Europe and all that. I mean, he's been laddering recently on North America. He's a Grandmaster in North America and very high masters in Europe. Doesn't play too much on Korea, but he mechs every matchup all the time, and he's getting really good at it. So we're going to check out today's replay. Again, Akalon Wastes is the map. It's a pretty good map, I think, for mech. I think anytime you see a two-player map, it's a little bit more I guess sympathetic to mech play, just because it's smaller a little bit than a four spawn map, I should say. It's still a two-player map, but a two spawn map versus a four spawn map just makes things a little bit easier for you, as the refinery going down and the assimilator going down pretty much exactly the same time for both players here. Again, just to give you a little bit of background about myself, I haven't done too much StarCraft casting recently. This is probably the first game I've casted, in a couple of months, but I have been getting my fair share of broadcasting. I've been broadcasting at school for Ithaca College in Ithaca, New York. I've been broadcasting football games for the Ithaca Bombers football team in the fall. In the winter, I did some basketball, and now in springtime, doing some baseball and some softball as well. And it's a lot of fun. I love it. Of course, it's not quite the same as StarCraft, so we gotta get back into it and shake the rust off and have some fun with it. As early second gas coming here from Snykes, and well, that can mean any of the million, I guess, different strategies that Protoss has at their disposal. I know that's one of the problems that Terran players are having a little bit against Protoss. Is in Heart of the Swarm, well, Protoss very strong off of one base, and the expansion is going down, and we'll see where Snykes goes from here exactly. But on the other side, we see the reactor now pumping out these Marines, and of course the factory going down as well, and that's something you're just going to come to expect from Hero Marine, or from Hero Marine, from Mario. Hero Marine, by the way, as well, is a young up-and-coming Terran player who is really making a name for himself. He did quite well in a tournament not too long ago. I'm blanking on the name of the tournament, but he's 15 years old. He streams a decent amount if you're interested in watching a nice young Terran player. 15 years old, that's crazy, man. He's top 50 GM on EU, and he's a very solid player. But we're watching Mario. Mario's factory's just finishing up. He's got his command center going down, his expansion, just a little bit later than his counterpart Snykes on the other side. And well, his starport goes down too. We'll see if we do see a Widow Mine popping out here, and it is exactly what will be trained up once the supply block finishes, and he does supply block himself, it looks like, and that's not exactly what you want to do at the beginning of a game at 27 supply. And well, this command center is the closest thing to building right now, and yet there's the supply depot going down. That's a blunder. We'll see what Mario does to try and counteract this. I mean, those minerals will start piling up. Well, he'll just throw down the engineering bay, and I think that's a good call, because again, the Widow Mines early on, well, they're going to be there to help you against possible Oracle play or anything like that. Well, what else can help you with Oracle as well? The turrets. So good decision, I think, to get that engineering bay. A nice reaction based on being supply blocked, and he's getting the tech lab now on the Banshee. On the other side, a couple of gateways finishing up. The Robo just finishes with an observer coming down, and there's the scan. Seeing all of it right now from Mario. He sees the cybernetics core churning out that warp gate as well, and well, Hallucinated Phoenix is going to go try and see what's going on as well, and it might see a decent amount here. We'll see. It'll be very telling for Snykes to see how he'll react. We see the Raven coming out here from Mario. Raven's very strong with mech, and, well, he's got a nice clump of Marines early on here, but you have to figure with the way he plays and what we've seen from him, and he'll eventually make that transition. We see some Stalkers being warped in the production tab as well, and ooh, a Twilight Council going down, so that could mean maybe early High Templar. We could see some Blink, some Charge. The fact that all those Stalkers were warped in could mean... Where are those Stalkers? Here they are back here, expecting maybe some drop play, but Stalkers could mean Blink. It could mean any number of things as well. On the other side, just some siege tanks and medevacs churning out. Here's that factory getting laid down again, and the barracks is getting lifted off for another factory to be surely built there, and there it goes. So both players kind of stabilizing right now, building up their infrastructure. We see the two factories in production, and there is the Blink. So Twilight Council plus Stalkers getting warped in. Well, that almost always means Blink, and Blink on a map like this, let's take a look right now. There are some places to kind of skirt around here and get creative with it. Again, the problem you might run into is this Raven from Mario. It's going to spot that observer. It's going to make that that Blink onto the high ground and that kind of jazz a little bit tricky, but oh, the gateways are coming down here from Snykes. Check that out. And ooh, +1 armor getting researched. I assumed that was weapons. I hadn't seen that as the Templar Archives goes down too. So these will be extra chunky Stalkers with Blink as we when we do see them coming in, as the third gas finishes up for Mario as well. And well, that mech infrastructure, it's gonna, that supply, I know you see that supply difference right now, and you say 24 supply, Mario's getting killed, and well, the medevac is coming over here with this drop. It's got some Marines in there to hang out, and well, the supply will catch up here for Mario momentarily after those factories finish. And well, let's keep an eye on that drop on the mini-map. In the meantime, we've got this pylon finishing up right now for Snykes in the bottom left as his army moves out towards the middle of the map. Again, you see the 4 Hellbats at a time being made out of these factories, and more factories even being laid down as well. But this army, this is not a small army. This is not something that you necessarily want to sneeze at, as this drop is going to be coming in as well. We're going to go back to the fight here in the middle. They're going to poke up. They're going to see the bunker, see the tank. There goes the shield. Well, the SCVs come over to repair. Can they break this? I don't think they can. Meanwhile, let's check out this drop. Well, it was thwarted pretty easily by this cannon and these Stalkers. There it goes down. One Marine comes out and just instantly meets its death there. And ooh, nice little move here to put the pylon down and deny the third. Is +1 weapons getting researched for the vehicles, aka the mech of Mario on the other side. 1-2 being researched, and that's all we've got in the production tab right now. Mario's minerals starting to accumulate a little bit. Interesting to see where he'll put those. Right now, 2 tanks and 2 Hellbats is the solution he's found. He's also throwing down a second armory and another command center as well. So he's getting ready to, and there's the Blink into the high ground. That's what I was talking about with getting creative a little bit here. Can he get the cancel? I don't think he got the cancel. So getting that for free pretty much, and these Stalkers are going to get their Blink on for a little bit. Mario looks like he might be in trouble a little bit here. These Stalkers blink up. They're in the main base. The SCV's coming off the line to try and do something here. 2 tanks pop out. The Hellbats trying to surround these Stalkers, and it looks like they're just going to blink their way out of here if they get in too much trouble. It's exactly what they do here. A decent defense here from Mario. Again, what kills him is the loss of this tech lab, and potentially the starport if he doesn't rescue it, and of course the command center that was building right here. And these Stalkers, well, they're not necessarily done just yet. There's a scan going down, but it's not going to be able to kill the observer. And well, these Stalkers continue to march out over the map, and another Blink in now catches that starport, finishes it off. The Stalkers are microing around now. These Hellbats and siege tanks are trying to deal with them, but they just blink out again. And there's the scan, and it can't even get the observer. So I don't know right now, man. It's looking a little bit tricky for Snykes. For Mario. I will say he's got the tanks. He's got 4 tanks. Taking a look at the unit tab, he's got 5 Hellbats and that Raven somewhere out here. I mean, he used that scan despite still having the Raven. So I don't see it anywhere on the map necessarily. Is this it over here? Yeah, here it is. Maybe trying to do some Raven harass, but here's the battle coming up in the middle. The SCV's coming off the line, trying to target fire these tanks and these Hellbats, and the SCVs surrounding. It's looking pretty dire for Mario. The SCV's pulled off the line. The Stalkers will blink out. All of them are very low, though. But Mario really on the back foot right now, trying to do something, trying to do anything to keep Snykes out of here. Snykes coming in with these Stalkers. They are 1-2 now. Looking at the production tab, just starting 2-3 on the upgrades. And, well, the offensive blink now snipes the siege tank. The Hellbats are going to try and do something. It doesn't look like they can do anything. The supply plummeting now from Mario. Snykes double the supply of his opponent here. And, well, blink Stalkers proving to be maybe a little bit too much to handle right now for Mario. As another warp-in of 6 Stalkers comes in here. He's taken his third base behind this as well. And the more you see it, there's the GG just looking a little bit dire here for Snykes. So a tough one for HTO's Mario, showing that, you know, he will try and mech in every strategy, in every matchup, and every map. But blink Stalkers proving to be a little bit too tricky for him here. Again, that's the replay that we've got for today. This is, again, my first replay in a couple months, so bear with me. I apologize for the rust, and I hope to have a lot more out coming up soon. I've got some more free time finally coming up. School's out, so thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoy.